Crypto Show, Bitcoin and Common Sense.
Because what happens in reality is exactly the opposite.
And they know they're wrong, and you know they're wrong, but you too weak and cowardly. You can't handle the truth.
What you talking about, Willie?
Yeah, Mr. Crypto. Good afternoon, America.
Welcome to the Dana Crypto Show. It's a show all about Bitcoin and blockchain technology.
Yeah, Mr. Crypto.
We do a little common sense every once in a while. But not that often. But every once in a while, you're going to hear pearls of wisdom. Again, welcome to the Dana Crypto Show. We're the first FM radio show in America on Bitcoin and then common sense. And now we've expanded.
Now that there's new Super Colon Glow.
You can listen to me on Apple, Spotify, other places, but you know the Cat Daddy. You know the Cat Daddy. It's the Boston Podcast Network. That's pod617.com. You can find all kinds of shows there, including Mr. Crypto. And that is your launching pad for all things podcast. Now, getting back to life here. Bitcoin. We're going to hit on this briefly this week. Buy it, hold it. You'll be glad you did. How many times have I told you this?
2,000 years later.
Well, guess what? I'm telling you again. Buy it. Hold it. You'll be glad you did. Bitcoin on sale now. Holding 60, mid-60s, man. The next point that you want to watch, by the way, we're going to do a little crypto stuff. I mean, it is my last name, so I do talk crypto. We're going to be talking to some movers and shakers in the crypto industry and in other industries and other topics that we're going to hit. So we're going to be talking to a lot of movers and shakers, the ayatollahs of rock and roll in the crypto world and in the pop culture space. We've got a lot of fun things planned here in the future. So as I said, just buy it and hold it, man. You'll be glad you did. And just dollar cost average. Bitcoin on sale. It's on sale.
Oh, Winnebago. Hell, we're no Winnebagos. We're giving them away.
Anything below like 75, it's on sale. Substantially. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've seen this crash so many more times, but that's it for that. We got more important things to talk about. Now, just to keep you hooked, I'm going to give a little tidbit. For all you cryptophiles, you people looking for the next big, I want the next SpaceX, man. I want the next tip. I want the next hot stock. I want the next hot crypto, the next hot meme. And there are some that you can play with, but listen to the whole show. Or fast forward, if you think you can find it, there'll be little hidden gems. And it's only going to be like 10 or 15 seconds. So you got to listen to the show to understand what I'm trying to get, the point I'm trying to get. Now, Mr. Crypto, not a psychic. I don't predict the future, but I base my life on history. History repeats. It's history repeating, man. You know that. Everything comes in cycles. When's long hair coming back? It's kind of back now, but we went to long hair, we went to short hair. We have cycles on everything. Hopefully prices and grocery prices, hopefully they'll cycle back down. And what I'm going to talk about this week is, it's kind of like consumer protection, I guess, but more for businesses. Again, you're listening to the Dana Crypto Show. We talk about business. We mean business at the Dana Crypto Show. We don't screw around, and we call it out, and we tell it like it is. You call it out. Tell it like it is. That has gotten me in more trouble in my life with women and with people in general. There's no filter, dude. I'm from Boston, man. The Boston area. No filter, dude.
Your cousin from Boston.
You don't got a filter here. How can you possibly do that? So I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. And when I see something in someone in a company that needs to be called out, because you're not doing a good job, you're blinding people. Groupon. Let's poop on Groupon. We're going to poop on Group because they need to. They need to be crapped on big time. This thing should go away. Now, I don't even know where they started at. It's been around for a long time. I thought it was just like a thing. Groupon used to be like before, like the mainstream internet was in every home and household in America. It was kind of like that. It kind of went into its own thing, and now they got problems. And so I have firsthand experience, but the names have been changed to protect the innocent.
The story you are about to see is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
And so every business wants to have a little boost in life. We'll just start with that. You want a little boost. If you have to give a discount to some customers to fill those gaps,
Fall into the gap.
and you could spend your life watching, shows on TV or on the YouTube that explain how to get out of your timeshare, save money here. And when I was a kid, I used to cut the coupons. We didn't have Groupon. We had coupons. So Groupon, you came out when the internet was just becoming a thing, and you've been around for a while. But now you're grasping for straws. What are you doing, Groupon? Times have changed. You gotta get that hamster off the wheel. We don't use coupons anymore. We do digital coupons and Groupons. Although where I live, I still get in newspapers. There's like a weekly paper that comes out, and there's ads for like grocery stores and stuff. It's still, I don't know who uses this thing. Up here, maybe perhaps. But when I say up here, I mean Vermont. So I have some firsthand information when Groupon goes on and you sign up. And then ads are everywhere. Those ads are everywhere. And it's not an addition. It's not filling the gaps. It's not going on. And if you go to a hotel, you can find book on Tuesday or Wednesday your air flight. It's cheaper. Look for discounts. Look for the happy hour. Look for the 2-for-1 special. Look for ladies' night out. Everybody loves that. And stuff's expensive, man. Things are expensive. So you're looking for, if you want to do something extracurricular with your family, of course you're going to look for discounted coupons. I get that. It's a free country. I get that. But I don't like the whoring that you're doing, Groupon. The whoring, because what you do is you park your ads. Now, you're on for 4 or 5 months, the algorithm starts to know you, getting to know you. Yes, getting to know me. You're getting to know my customers. You're getting to know their habits. This is where the AI comes in. You're getting to know how many people click when and where. So what you bastards do is you park your ads under other platforms that I'm on, including my own website. We need to talk about this Groupon thing because you're out of control. And there's so many class action lawsuits, dude. I'm going to do a whole show on class action lawsuits. That's when a company really screws up. If you screw up, you go to jail.
Like the game, if you lose, go to jail.
When you take a little loan that you got and you don't pay that back, they'll take your house. Governments, I mean, if you have power, you pay a fine. There's difference. Power, money is power. Money is freedom. I mean, it just is. I mean, I don't make don't shoot the messenger. I don't make these rules up. But Groupon, you bastard. So you're parking these ads. So I got people from, I don't want to mention their name either, but I'm on the air and I'm a B&B business. Did I disguise that enough for you? And so B&B, they run ads all the time. They take their cut. And so now you got people that are going on that platform, and that they take a cut. Not as big as Groupon, you whores.
You are one pathetic loser.
We're going to get to pricing in a minute. We'll get to that in a second. Now, you want to pay your fair share. So people call me on Airbnb and say, hey, I saw a Groupon. No, you didn't. You saw my ad on Airbnb that they pay for on their own platform. You saw that, and then you saw the Groupon because like the AI just, it popped up. And of course, you're getting a discount. Now, the discount's substantial. A private tour for what is offered on Groupon for a group of up to, I think it's 8 people, is $199 normally. After Groupon gets their clutches in it and giving extra discounts, you'll net about $50 out of that. Net. And half of that goes to the discount because you're offering look, it's half off. But it's half off, but then they'll do another one. I saw one with a business, unauthorized, 65% off. And then you get the check. Yeah, you paid that whole thing. That wasn't authorized, you whore. That wasn't authorized, you bastards. How do you even sleep at night? This is not just a Mr. Crypto issue. This seems like it's worldwide. So then you try to cancel the ad. That's a whole nother thing. Try to cancel the ad. You go on and you have a little app because everything's an app. Go on the app, pause the campaign. Get rid of it. 3 days later, I get an email. The campaign's still going. Still going. 3 days later, from somebody over there that sends an email with no phone number because you don't want to talk to Mr. Crypto. You're not doing that. You're smart like that. Can we ask you why you're making a request to pause your campaign? No, you can't. I'm not answering your questions. It's my campaign. I'm going to end it. I got too many. You guys, the other thing, you got 31 vouchers that are outstanding. I don't know when these people are all going to come in. Probably all before these things expire. Now, you're holding the money. You don't give Mr. Crypto or anybody of these businesses. You're not giving the businesses the money. You're holding the money. Sometimes these things don't even ever get turned in. Then what happens? You use the people's money for 6 months, and then you give them a refund minus processing fees. Dude, that's your business. Groupon doesn't sell discounts. They're a money-holding business. Millions and millions and millions of dollars. Did you know that Home Depot on average, and this is a stat from a few years ago, it's probably more now, but Home Depot on average gets $4 million in gift cards never turned in. Never, ever turned in, ever. That's free money. That's $4 million in free money for these people. How do they sleep at night? I don't know. Get the job done at Home Depot. Yeah, so Groupon, the same thing. You're taking that money. What are you doing with it? You investing it?
No!
Are you paying people interest on it?
No!
Groupon, you've been down and you've been privy to many, many lawsuits. So we'll get these briefly. 2016, Groupon settled a multi-district class action lawsuit for $8.5 million regarding expired promotional vouchers purchased between 2008 and 2011. Class members are eligible for 130% of refunds in the form of Groupon credits. What a shitty lawsuit. Who was that lawyer? Fire him.
Shut up.
The claim filing and distribution phase for the settlement have long concluded. Dun, dun, dun. And securities litigation also in 2016. Groupon paid, drum roll please, $45 million to settle a shareholder class action suit. It misled investors in its 2011 IPO prospectus and registration statements. Then another one that just keeps going. It's the freaking Energizer Rabbit. Groupon Energizer Rabbit. It keeps going and going and going. I wonder if I can get a Groupon for some batteries. That'd be fun. A class action suit was filed in late 2022 alleging that Groupon misappropriated the names, reputations, and branding of tens of thousands of small, unaffiliated businesses nationwide to drive web traffic without consent. These people should be locked up. These people should be in jail. These executives need to be held accountable. How do you continue? Because it's civil. And the government can charge anybody any way.
Right here.
Criminally or civilly, in most cases. If you kill someone, probably criminal. Sorry to disappoint you. So don't do that. Don't do that. But if you do something, say a government loan, you can charge under the False Claim Act. Some contractors, if you're a friend and you got the right connections and you overbill the government by millions and millions of dollars, you pay that back. False Claims Act. Maybe we'll give you a small fine. If you don't know anybody and you're in the crosshairs of the DOJ, as an example, you get in the crosshairs, dude, there's no escape. There's no escape. There's no salvation. You ain't going anywhere, but you're going one place, and it's not where you want to go. It's away from your family, probably, because you can't fight that. And let me tell you something. For every one person that the government gets on misappropriation of funds or fraud or whatever have you call it, there's 10,000 that they could have, but they picked the juicy ones, the ones that bring publicity, the ones that are sensationalist. But Mr. Crypto, you got off on, we were talking about Groupon, but yet you got off on the government. It always comes back to that, doesn't it? The pump don't work because the vandals took the handle. Tie-in is, why don't you prosecute these people? There's thousands, tens of thousands of examples of companies that do this. So Groupon, it's time to wind down, businessman. Wind it down. You're placing ads. You're not giving new business to new people. You're stealing money out of people's pockets, small businesses. You're stealing money because you're pillaging them with the AI. You're following and you're documenting where other ads are appearing, and then you're popping up and you're undercutting. You're a whore. You're a bottom feeder. You're scum. Tell me how you really feel.
I'm ready to fight.
Got a few minutes left, so let's talk about something fresh.
Mom, do you ever feel, not so fresh? Sure. That's why I douche.
So all you starving dogs waiting for the meat wagon to come by, let me tell you something. You're at the low right now. If you're wondering just how much lower Bitcoin is going to go, This is that little tidbit I said at the beginning of the show. If you just listen and hang on, you're gonna get gems. You're gonna get gold. Well, listen to me. Listen.
This is a public service announcement.
It's not likely to drop much more. The answer, at least according to one historically accurate indicator. So the indicator is very simple. It takes Bitcoin's 50-week simple moving average, the SMA, and the 100-week average. The 50-week average representing, obviously, 1 year. It's very close to dropping below the 100-week line. A shorter-term measure is often seen as a more accurate reflection of recent attitude. So the cross would trigger what analysts call a bear cross. Oh, the big bear gonna come in. The big bad bear gonna come eat you up. Gonna eat you, mama. You gonna eat you up. With the current trajectories, that could happen within the next week. While that might sound scary to the bulls, it's positive news. There have been 3 such bear crosses in Bitcoin's history, and each marked a bottom. So the bottom is near die. So you're on sale right now. So this is your tip for this week. It's the same every week. Buy it. Hold it. You'll be glad you did. But you're at the bottom. It's, 62, 63 right now. It might go 65. But don't worry. You're going to go back up, man. And this is on sale. A lot of people do this. There's people who, and Mr. Crypto, I look at what people say. I don't follow it. I go by my gut. I go by history. You're going to hear me say that a lot. It's history. History repeating. I said it earlier. I guess that was history. I'm repeating history. Even on this show, we do history from history. It's historical. It's unbelievable. It's magnificent. It's even mediocre. Well, come on down to the Dana Crypto Show, and we're hanging out. We're doing some fun. We're having some fun things here.
Jane, stop this crazy thing!
And speaking of fun, man, you want to have some fun time, you can hang out with some Scottish people. Last week, they came in to Boston for the World Cup. Shout out to my Scots, man. This is how we should attack countries. We should attack them like this. Just have like 30,000 people go and come to your city and invade it and bring your culture and drink all the beer. They drank so much beer at this World Cup. I don't know if you know, Boston's Irish. You don't want to be a stereotypical person, but man, the Irish can drink. Man, they drink hard. And on St. Patrick's Day, my God, the Scots drank 3 times as much beer as is consumed on St. Patrick's Day in Boston. That's an astronomical number. You can't even understand that. It gets better. The Scots drank more Boston lager than the entire country does on the 4th of July. You know how much beer that is? So shout out to the Scots. I'm glad they came to be a part of that. And I've always said, man, if you don't understand people travel to their country, just go there. My son's over in Eastern Europe right now. He's hanging out. I'm not going to get into his life. I don't think he'd appreciate that, but he's over there hanging out, and he's going to come back different. I already know. Kid's coming back different. Different outlook on life. Different outlook on people for that part of the region that he's in.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent.
So we have fun with the World Cup, and the world's eyes are here, and it's just amazing how the rest of the world, the United States, we're kind of lost in the sauce. We're left in the dark, man. You're like a mushroom, just like a fungus just growing there as far as the soccer goes, football, as the world knows it. But the World Cup, man, that's the whole world. It's every nation. They all come together, and they see who's better at the same exact skill, the same exact rules, the same exact everything. And we're going to see who's better. And there's such a pride, an ethnic pride, if you come from Africa or you come from Europe or wherever, dude. And that becomes a beautiful thing. But that's the World Cup. Ever notice that the World Series is just American teams? Oh, we got a Canadian team, I think. Toronto Blue Jays. Am I forgetting one? There used to be the Montreal Expos. I think they're gone. And so, the World Series is American teams. Now, I guess you could say that members of those teams are from the world. That would be a stretch. Well, what about back in Babe Ruth's day when they didn't have that? So that just, helps us ponder what we're really about. If you want to reflect on values and understanding your fellow human, understanding your fellow being here for each other, because I know, and you know, here at the Dana Crypto Show, we believe in a few basic principles. We believe in a level playing field. We believe that everyone should have equal access and opportunity to all things that make us healthier and wealthier as a nation. We believe that talent is distributed equally, but opportunity, well, it's not. AI is here. Check me out on Instagram, man. Check me out on X. Marks the spot. You guys have a good week. And always remember, Mutes, Freaks, Cryptophiles, I am your king.